spray. Alright, anyways, yeah, right, you know exactly what you just did still, Jane. You ain't gonna pretend like you're a MVP member and you didn't just learn to do a couple little tricks, didn't you? Anyways, so here we go. Blah, blah, blah. Judy. First I gotta write you, Jane. Jane, and you want to talk to Judy, who tells me we have jewelry of hers, and she declined medically, and she was being taken care of, and then she kind of laughs like she's a pain in everybody's ass. I like the Judy lady. Oh, my camera's doing whatever the heck it wants. Recalibrate, please. Oh, you'll see in your reading that they decided that they're gonna take down my cameras too. I don't think so. Alright, cool beans. Now, fixed it. Okay, and then you said who? Judy, Reed. Is Reed a dude? Mike is hilarious. Ooh. Okay, and then Reed is the dad. Okay, I thought that was the dude. Okay, and then who else with the... Okay, hold on. And yes, I'm recording. So you said Judy, Reed, Barbara, Mike. So you broke all the fucking rules and decided to see if you can get 4 people. Sounds good. Okay, Judy is the lady with the jewelry's underlying medical thing, probably being taken care of at home. Seems like a grandma vibe, okay? Have they been communicating with me? I think I'm doing divination. Absolutely they have. Absolutely they have. Okay, now. And then Judy says, like a mother figure. She seems like grandma vibes. Tell me who Judy is, how she passed. Then I'm going to move on to Mike. Okay? I would love to tell you how they're communicating with you. Just need to make sure we bring them all on, okay? So Mike has a hilarious sense of humor. He walks up to me with a can of beer and he tells me, I seriously didn't know the rules. I promise I've been a member but not active. No, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Okay, and then the rule is 1 person, but you give me 4 and it doesn't stop me, so it might feel like I'm picking on you, but it's just my horrible sense of humor. Anyways, and then, yep, she said she's like a mother figure, so that's her mom, and then Reed's her dad. We'll maybe get to him. We'll see who comes through. I'm just picking on you. And then Mike, he tells me he's hilarious. He has a beer in his hand. He tells me his medical, declined, but when he ended up passing, it felt like somebody, stuck him with something, okay? It felt like stab him with something, or let's say you have a heart attack, it feels like a giant pinch, it just felt like all at once, something medical catches up with you. You don't take care of yourself, heart attack type of thing, or something happens. Okay, mom bestie, mom is your bestie, or Mike is mom's bestie? He was having surgery and died right after. Okay, so he shows me a medical decline. He tells me it feels like he's getting stuck with something, and he just had surgery, and he actually died right after. Hello, Ducky. And Mike was mom's brother. Okay, so Judy brings in her brother, Mike. Makes sense. Okay, Dad said, that the only things I got from Dad right off the bat were this gray, underlying situational thing. He must not have been gone that long or takes partial responsibility, but since he writes me this situational thing, it makes me feel like he hasn't been gone that long, or you're like a daddy's girl and something about it has just not processed about it yet. So let me dip into this Barbara lady. Barbara tells me she had a hard time walking. She said she deteriorated over time. She shows me a handful of pills, which talks about something you medicate or keep on the up and up until it deteriorates you. Okay, so she just said he just passed this fall. I was gonna say there's something about this. He must be recent. There's something unhealed. Okay, well he just passed a couple freaking months ago, so no wonder. Because a lot of times when they've been gone under a year, they can come through like that. So that's why I even had said that. But yeah, she said she had a hard time walking, deteriorated something medically over time. Essentially, Barbara gives hardcore G-Ma vibes. How did Mom die? That's what I want to know. Barbara was my grandma. Okay, good. I am trying to figure out why she kept me out of her bedroom. Big secret. I don't know, maybe she's a hoarder or disgusting or like had a weird habit she didn't want you to know about. Like, let's say she's always on a diet but has like hordes of little Debbies right next to her bed, or like, I don't know, poops in a bucket or something freaking weird. It kind of seems like she just wants to like hide a particular part of herself, you know? It doesn't seem like, oh, what's she hiding? Like a bag of gold. Like, no, she's all the wet wipes because she likes to wipe herself for no reason at like 2 o'clock in the. I don't know. It doesn't seem normal. It's just like, ugh, you don't want like it's more of like a woman's inability to feel shame about herself. She's got to be perfect. Okay, Barbara's mom. Okay, after she died, I was going through her thing. She spiritually pushed me out. I have dreams. So if you have dreams, she did not push me out. There is a hidden space in her home. And you know of this hidden space in her home. I feel like there's nothing necessarily to find. Not that anything is bad. I also know that you started your reading asking if you were getting all the proper signs. And in her dream, there's a hidden space. It keeps you active. You want to know, why couldn't we go in her bedroom? And then when I'm saying, I don't know, it's something disgusting, you're like, no, Kato, I have these dreams. But listen, there is this place where when you close your eyes and you take a nice big deep breath and you pop your head up into the attic space of your imagination, you look around, and then there's mom and there's grandma showing you stuff in your room, and oh, look in this room, isn't this vast? Yes, oh my god, it's in a dream, this is so real. You know what, people try forever to get dreams that vivid of their loved ones. You're like hanging out and your grandma said there's something here. She's visited me every day. Okay, cool. Well, grandma's obviously getting your attention over that room. I think that room is a compartment within yourself that has the ability to communicate. Imagine you standing right next to a dead person being like, she's talking to me, Kato, I know it. And I was like, no, she's talking to you, and you don't even understand yet, okay? I don't necessarily think it's a secret compartment we have to go back to, because I don't feel like there's anything we really have to discover. I feel like you want some poopy napkins. Okay, ugh, weird. I think the dreams are beautiful communication now. I think that's just one of the ways that she chooses to communicate with you. And there's a hidden space in her home in my dreams. Interesting. I think you should go into the inner space. What happens when you get beyond, oh, this is communication, and you get to the next part of the dream? What happens when you go in there? What happens when you stop in the dream? You acknowledge her, you realize what's happening, you say, instead of going through the same cycle of dream, you look up and say, what's in there? Or, hi, I see you. Or, I know this isn't just a dream, it's just the same thing every time, because it's easy to make a repetitive dream that you see out of that. What's next? It's dark and scary in that place, and you're the one that's afraid to start channeling. You know? You're the one that's afraid to start channeling. So of course it's going to be scary because it's undiscovered. Of course it's going to make you nervous. You don't know what's on the other side of it. Just to let you know.